Okay, guys, welcome back. If you've made it this far, you know what's going to happen. This is video number 2 on Saturday, March 7th of the year of our Lord 2026. And we just finished the 8th day of Blendmas, where we blended 3 blending tobaccos and smoked it. Excuse me. If you want to know how that went, I'm not going to tell you. Well, I might drop hints in this video, but you're going to have to go back and watch the other video, because this video, we are going to smoke. We're going to pack a bowl in the Missouri Meerschaum Charlestown Cobbler. Oh, such a great pipe. I've smoked a lot of bowls out of it already. Didn't know what it was doing, but I still smoked them. We're going to pack a bowl of Strathspey in this. And Strathspey is from Cornell's and Deihls. It's a Strathspey. It's supposed to be, I don't know, a Scottish blend. It's like it smells hella good. It's got like some Scotch or bourbon or something. Orientals, peaty Orientals, peaty Latakia, probably some Burley in Virginia. I don't know. I forget what is supposed to be in here. So the Latakia is definitely going to be the dark colors. We're going to pack a bowl and smoke this. Let me pull this out here so you can see the makeup of this. Let's just tilt you down just a smidge right there. Okay, so you could see, now we're focused. You can see the darks in there. Use this dirty pipe cleaner. See the darks right there. That's a Latakia. And then you got some brights here. That might be white Burley. It might be bright Virginias. Some of the more brown stuff is probably Virginias or a Burley, or maybe the Oriental. The only Oriental that I know at this point in time for certain is Izmir. Latakia is an Oriental also, but it has a very prominent pronounced flavor. So yeah, smells really, really good. I have been looking forward to this for, yep, that's good. For, oh no, what is that? Just rubbed my thumb across something on my pipe that caught my skin. It felt like a flap. So I was hoping that my bowl, the finish wasn't flaking off. What is that? That does not look. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're gonna pack a bowl of this Strathspey. The moisture level is it's pretty good. It's better than the blenders that I've got. So I'm gonna do this one. New blend, known pipe, good reliable pipe. So there's going to be a lot of Latakia at the top, or towards the top part of the bowl, because that's just the way the packing crumbles. Stem, no seeds, no stems, no sticks. That in there. I don't know how. It's not an arrow. It's not a. I don't know yet. I don't know what it's going to be like. So I'm going to. Okay. I think that's a good draw. Man, it's so hard not to look at yourself when you're talking. Instead, I have to look at this eyeball that I drew on a piece of blue painter's tape so that you guys think I'm looking at you and you can feel engaged and all that stuff. But it's difficult. It's difficult. All right. Housekeeping. Tonight's accompaniment is a homemade 2.5 cappuccino with heavy cream and a little bit of vanilla and hazelnut Torani. Oh, and some cinnamon. Cinnamon just for funsies. Okay, Strathspey from Cornell and Deihl. It's some Scottish, English, Balkan thing. It smells great. Here we go. Right off the bat, Latakia comes through. Ooh, there's like that peatiness, peaty alcohol. I don't know what it is, but I could smell it in the jar note also. So that gives me hope. Huh. I don't know what that is. If you've had this blend, if you know this blend, what is that, man? It's interesting. And I talk about things, or I try to pick things out, but I'm not describing them adequately or as thoroughly as they should be. But you realize or recognize what it is. Please let me know what that is. Describe it using my words, and then tell me what it is. Good smoke. Good smoke quantity. I mean, to say, should clarify. Something maybe I should start talking about is the robustness of the tobacco leaf itself. Because you know how you pack some blends in your pipe and you do that char light and then you pack it and then, or you tamp it and then you do your true light and you smoke it, and then a little bit after that you tamp it down. Well, after your initial char, sometimes when you do your first tamp, you already have a significant amount of, or a substantial amount of ash, right? So everything compresses really, really easily into a nice ash layer. And other times, like, you still have original ribbons sitting on top that haven't burned all the way. So that is what I'm talking about when I say tobacco, or the robustness of the tobacco. God, I can't speak right now. So this seems to be fairly robust. Yeah, I get the Latakia. I get the, I'm going to assume it's the peatiness of the scotch that they used, or the bourbon, or whatever alcohol that they used to case it or top it or whatever they did with it. or wherever they're getting that kind of green, but not green like grass, green, earthy profile, flavor. Oriental there. The lattice key is obviously is the most prominent, and I think that in any English or Balkan, it's gonna be the most prominent. There's a sweetness there that I don't know what it is. It's good. It's really good. I love that. Whatever that flavor is, where have I experienced that before? Yeah, it's good, man. It's very mellow. Mellow like black Mallory. What is that smell? What does that taste? It's got to be peat. Has to be peat because out of every other blend that I've smoked up until this point, including quite a few English, I haven't tasted it, and that's one of the flavors that is advertised or is used to describe this blend. It's got to be the peatiness of it, not like Peter Parker or Peter, Paul, and Mary, Peter the Pumpkin Eater, or that other Peter guy. You know, the Peter guy. That guy. Ooh, that's some Perique right there? Or was that a ghost? Did I smoke Perique in this? Or did I use something else? I forget what I used. I thought I used the Rossi. I used the Rossi and the Peterson. The Peterson. It's a good pipe. I like that pipe. Peterson, I mean. Peterson. I like to get me about 2 or 3 more of those guys. And I'll feel right as rain. Yeah, it's got to be the peatiness. Peatiness is so whatever that is, which I am going to just label as the peat from a peat bog or whatever. It's probably in the Scotch that they use to case the blend, the Virginia or the Burley or whatever tobacco that they cased, because it certainly wasn't the entire. They didn't like mix this and then put it in a barrel and then cover it with Scotch and let it sit for, you know, a couple weeks. It's a specific leaf that they did that to. Because it doesn't come through on every hit, but it is there and it is prominent. It's every bit as prominent as Latakia, and it's enjoyable. What was that? Yeah, that's what that is. Now I'm getting a little bit of smoke, artificial smoke, not Latakia smoke, not DFK smoke. A little bit of soap right there. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's one bowl. I recommend it. No bite so far. It's probably really good for. This probably be a really good morning walk smoke. There's some sweetness right there. Ooh, that's sweetness like a yeast roll, like a buttered. No, not buttered. Like a yeast roll. Like a yeast roll from Texas Roadhouse without the cinnamon butter, honey cinnamon butter. That's what that taste was. A little bit of pencil wood. Yeah, the fake smoke is like the liquid smoke. For those of you that are familiar with that, how it kind of leaves that, it's that smoke residue in your mouth, you know, which is, it's kind of funny and kind of weird to describe it because you're literally filling your mouth and your nasal passage with smoke, and then you're talking about the smoke film or residue. Yeah, Latakia. The Orientals, period, play a big part in this one, and they are, from my very young, relatively inexperienced perspective, they are very well balanced. They complement each other. and they work well with whatever the base is. And the base has to be, I'm thinking it's a Virginia, because it doesn't taste like ass. So that tells me it's not a Burley. I get a little bit of cigarette smoke. A little bit of cigarette smoke from it, cigarette flavor from it. But again, going back to the Izmir, good cigarette flavor, you know. Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. Glad I did this tonight. Perked my mood right up. It's just been kind of not a great week, you know. Work has been not busy. It's been steady, but it's been steady because of dumb things, you know. Dumb questions, dumb responses. Just, you know, a lot of stress because there are problems that are from before my time that we're working through, and I'm trying to be a part of the change and be a part of the solution. And unfortunately, that means that my face is one of the faces of the organization that is held responsible or viewed as responsible for these mistakes. And, you know, you just smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Take your licks. It is what it is. But I have a great team. I fucking love my team. Love nearly everyone that I work with on a daily basis. And yeah, it's just, you know, and then my son's car started throwing code and trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with that. Throwing 2 codes. Figure out how I'm going to deal with that, how much that's going to cost. If I am able to do the work myself to save money, or if it is probably within my grasp, but at the top of my comfort level, then it's going to have to go to the shop. And then I had an eye appointment on Friday that I missed because the water heater stopped working Friday. So I had to basically spend half the day, half my, you know, from lunch on troubleshooting, diagnosing, and then fixing the issue after driving around town to get the part. And then today, woke up earlier than I would have liked. On the weekends, I like to sleep in till like 8:30 because my alarm goes off to take my blood pressure medication. But like right at 7, I heard this cry. It was, ah! And my wife's dog, a little Chihuahua, he has seizures, and sometimes when he has the really bad, he'll scream, you know, like ah. Sorry if that was loud, but it's fucking sad to see a tiny little 6-pound Chihuahua laid out and just like tense and scream like that, and know that there's nothing you can do but just, you know, be right there and kind of pet them, talk, you know, say nice calm things in a soothing way to them until they start to come out of it. And then, you know, they realize that you're there and that everything's okay, but they're like, you know, they don't know, like they're not humans, they don't think like us. So they don't understand what just happened. And yeah, it's, you know, that sucks. So that's how I woke up this morning. That's how she woke up, obviously. Well, no, she was already awake, but that was kind of what started my day. Yeah. And then we did some gardening and whatever. Now I'm just ranting about bullshit. I was thinking about going out with some friends tonight, but as the night crept on, I just kind of lost the desire to do it. Didn't want to wake up feeling like shit tomorrow and have the whole day blown because I was hungover, or slightly hungover, or tired, or whatever. Yeah. I think after this, I'm going to watch. I think I'm going to sit out here. I'll probably have another pipe and probably watch Spider-Man. Not No Way Home, the one right before it. The one with Jake Gyllenhaal. Far From Home. Some brain rot, mind-numbing action film to sit there and stare at. Doesn't require any thinking. Strathspey, Cornell and Deihl, man. Fucking sleeper. I sat on it for a couple months. I don't know how I came across it, but yeah, I just kind of had it on the wish list, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'll get around to it eventually. And then what did I do? I bought something. Oh, I bought my Peterson, my Peterson. Bought my Peterson dairy rusticated 999, and I was like, you know what? Might as well, because I had my new account, newsmokingpipes.com account, 10% discount. Ooh, it's getting hot. Need to hold off on that. That's this pipe. I love it. It's a good smoke. It's very pretty. It's a beautiful pipe. Easy to hold in the hands, all that stuff. The only drawback to it, and I mentioned this in one of the other videos, is that it does conduct heat more than I'd like, and that's I think because the exterior walls of the bowl are not as thick as they probably could be. Try and turn this so you guys can see it without spilling the ash. You can see it. The walls are not very thick. So like right where my finger is, the top of my finger, or top 3/4 of my finger, there's a hot spot all the way around there. So I can hold it. It's just if I don't have to, I'm not going to. So I gotta let this cool down, and that usually happens right around that spot. So pack this down a little bit more. Yeah. I think I'll have, after this, while I'm watching that movie, I think I will try. What am I going to try? I think I'll have this, some more Strathspey, in a different pipe. Because there's a March Madness little challenge game going on right now on the Galactic Get Pipe Club Discord, and it's pick any 4 blends from the same category and smoke them several times in different pipes, and then basically take notes and stuff and see how the blend changes from pipe to pipe or just over time. Like if you you perceive it one way today and then you start the challenge, and by the end of the week it's completely changed. You pick out different things, you taste different things, you like it even more, or you like it less, or you don't like it at all, period, anymore. So I picked 4 Englishes because I am predominantly an English lover. I have quite a few arrows. I like arrows. I just find that they are they're a little hollow, probably because the nature of what they are or what they're trying to do. But they're just, if you get like the godfather of all aromatics, Lane 1Q, it's a delicious honey vanilla aromatic. The best-selling tobacco, period, over the last 75 years or something like that. Maybe the best-selling aromatic, but it's the best-selling something tobacco over the last 75 years. And it is good. It's great. I enjoy smoking it by itself, and I really enjoy using it to cut other blends with, because it's got such a good, mellow, consistent profile throughout each stage of the bowl. It smokes the same and it tastes the same. It's not like it changes from the top to the bottom or the middle or wherever. Like it shines from the word go. So I use it to cut some other blends that I really like or that need something else. They're just a little flat, and it's really, really good. But again, it's like a one-trick pony. Like it's vanilla, honey, and that's all it is. It even feels a bit hollow in the mouth, after the flame. But there are a couple that I have that aren't that way. Again, another Codger Arrow blend, Captain Black Original White or the Royal. Those are arrows, and those are delicious. Those are good smokes any time of the day or night. They can be a little wet, and you need to let them dry out, but good smoke anytime, day of the night. Those ones aren't exactly hollow. They're probably a little more full-bodied, a little thicker. And then one that I just got turned on to a few weeks back when someone gave me 2 tins is Warped, their Saint Espresso blend. And it's an aromatic with cigar leaf from the Warped cigar line. And it's a coffee backed or cased or topped blend, and it is really good. It's not like overpowering, hella bitter, burnt diner black coffee. It's just really good. It's like it was cased with Eco Delight's Guatemalan coffee, Guatemalan roast. It's just really good. So it's one of my go-tos now. But yeah, I'm gonna have some more Strathspey in a different pipe while I watch a movie after this. 34 minutes, 9 seconds. That tasted like a little bit of Perique Barnyard. Could be the pipe. I don't know. The Perique's in here. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. That's Cornell and Deihl Strathspey in the Missouri Meerschaum Charlestown Cobbler. It's a good blend. First bowl, good blend. I recommend it already. It's probably going to find its way into my English rotation. Sorry about that. It's going to replace Black Mallory, because Black Mallory is also kind of, well, not also, but Black Mallory is just kind of boring for an English. It's got good flavor, tastes good, but it's very, very it's very mellow. It's subtle. It's reduced. It is restrained. It can get a little bitey too, so that tells me that it has a bit more burley than either burley or bright Virginia, or Virginia's something. It is bitey if you're not going slow. So this is going to replace Black Mallory. Sorry, Rat Ray. Yeah. All right. Yeah, again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you listening. If you have smoked this blend, you like it, you hate it, let me know either here or on the server. Curious to hear what you think about it. And I'm curious if you can pinpoint what that taste, that flavor is, if you know the blend or similar blends. I've covered everything that I've gotten out of it. Maybe the second bowl in a different pipe will reveal something else. But yeah, thanks again for hanging out, man. I appreciate you guys, and I like talking to you. And yeah, we'll see you later, alligator.